Well, we found a beautiful creek that used to be the road, and it's where we're going to be camping tonight because we tried to go past it and it's just too wet, and so we're going to have to wait a day or two for it to dry. Such is life. Well, I am well and truly bogged, me here with the dog, and we're about 50 k's from our destination, which is sort of that way of where those hills go down and where the other ones come down. That's where Wilkatana Creek comes out, and that's where I was heading for. Just haven't made it. I was too stupid to give up and kept going. And you can see I've got into these wetlands here, and I was hoping to get up onto this little bit of a berm alongside of the road, and I'll show you that way. But I just can't be bothered making any effort to get unbogged tonight. It's sunny now, a little bit of a breeze. It's all going to dry out. If it doesn't dry out tomorrow, that's fine. I'll make here my camp for tomorrow and camp here again tomorrow night. It's not going to rain. And so now it's time for a bit of fun. I'm going to put the drone up and have a bit of a swim in this very long swimming pool. Well, it is all going according to plan. I did plan to spend 2 nights and all of tomorrow in the one spot. So tonight's first night, all of tomorrow. It just wasn't this spot. It was supposed to be about 50k further up the swimming pool, which I bypassed and got bogged on. So apart from the fact that I'm bogged, and apart from the fact that I'm 50 kilometres from where I'm supposed to be, and apart from the fact that I've just drowned my drone in the swimming pool, I sent it on an autonomous flight and it hit a bush next to the creek, bounced back into the water, and so I've probably killed that. But such is life. That gives me the chance to get the new model. I'm hoping that the video that I took wasn't deleted. I don't want to fire it up. I spent about 30 seconds to a minute in the water, and I retrieved it, took the battery out, blew it all out, and I'm hoping that maybe the video card will still have the video, because I took footage of me having a swim with the dog and following me along the creek and that sort of stuff. But I'll check that in the morning when it's a bit drier, because I don't want to connect it up to the computer just in case I put a charge through the video and it sort of causes a short circuit. So I'll leave it dry overnight. I've got it in a warm spot. Might even leave it for a couple of nights. Anyway, the plan now is to have a little campfire. As I say, it is all going according to plan, except for 3 things. I'm 50 kilometres from Wilkatana Creek, where I wanted to be. I'm bogged, that's number 2. And I've killed my drone, that's number 3. Apart from that, barbecue on, reading a book, and having a few beers. You've got to play life's game, don't you? So it's 7:40 here, somewhere on the western side of the Flinders Ranges, where those who are following me know my car is not going anywhere tonight, unless I work like a slave, which is not going to happen. Come on. And I was planning to spend 2 nights up here in the same spot, but not this spot. About 50 k's north for those who are following. But right now I'm by my swimming pool, which I reckon is the longest Olympic pool. It's more like Venice here, than the Flinders Ranges. And the earthy clay is sort of drying out as we speak. There's no rain planned for tomorrow or the next day. I'm quite happy to spend 2 nights here. I've got the motorbike on the back. Oh, Jesus. And I'm going to consider it a complete success if I don't fall arm over turkey while I'm here. So the plan tomorrow is exactly the same as like plan A, but in a different location. I'm just not going to work like crazy to get out. I'm just going to wait for it to dry out and dig a little bit, and then put the tracks underneath and just get out. And if not tomorrow, well, actually not tomorrow, I'm not even going to try tomorrow. And tomorrow I'm going to do some, like, get the bike off, and that's all travelled quite well, and not quite well, actually, very well. There was one creek crossing at Depot Creek where I had to get out and with a shovel and take the edge off the wash away, so that I could get through with the camper trailer on. The camper trailer's raised, the back of the car is like raised with extra strong springs and also airbags. So I've got the maximum height there, but nevertheless, even though I got out and shoveled and took the edge off, it still sort of dragged down as it went down in the creek. So I'm going to have to go back that way. There's just no way this is going to dry out in 2 days, so I can go further north. So I'm going to have to go back southwards. So I'll spend a couple of days here, and now we've got the sunset. Where are we? Not a bad life if you play the game. I have by now given up any hope of not getting muddy or having mud. My dog brings it in with lumps, but I'm not leaving him outside. And check it out. So we're going to get muddy, but we'll have a swim in the river tomorrow, and then go for a bike ride. So it's 25 past 8 on day 2. Wonderful sunrise over I'm on the eastern side of the western side of the Flinders Ranges. I'm on the western side. And I took the dog for a walk, and I'm trying to find a way if there's any high ground. That it's like floodwater all over the ground. It's surprising how hard the ground actually is, at the same time extremely slippery. You can see how hard the ground is because the kickstand doesn't even touch the surface, nor do the tyres. But you know, you slip on it like crazy. And I've come as far as, well, there's water right the way across the road here. I thought I might get up to the you can see the grid over there, and I thought it's a bit higher ground the other side, but it's all low ground this side. And I suppose if I could get through the fence, but there's no gate. If I got through the fence, I could go up to the hill's base there, but I'm certainly not going to cut a fence down. There's a gate up there, but I can't get through to it. It's all mud and water. Well, we've had a nice little motorbike ride, exploring the route to get back where the water ends. That's northwards. We've explored that way on foot, both sides of actually I explored this side with the dog, and then I put him in the van because it was too far. I had to go down that way, cross over, and then I followed the fence line up. There's no gate in the fence just here, and eventually, just before the grid, you can see the grid sign, and you can just see the grid in the distance. There's a lot of trees. There's actually water right the way across from the road to the fence as well, so no go there. And so what I've been doing on and off is getting myself partly dug out. Well, I've actually dug out as much as I'm going to, put the tracks under, but I'm leaving it to dry. I'm actually not going to try to get out today, maybe much later in the afternoon, but probably tomorrow. And so I've dug out all 4 wheels. There's my motorbike. Did my washing in the creek, in case it's not obvious from the shadow. Oops. I had a nice swim by myself with the dog in the nick, as you do. I don't think anybody else is coming this way. I gave up the idea of not getting muddy inside my camper last night. there's more wheel dug out. So it's sort of almost going downhill a bit to get started, but you can see how the tyres are basically slicked up. And I'll put another track under there. The trailer wheels haven't dug holes, they're not drive wheels, they're just sitting on the top ready to go. I've still got to do a bit more sweeping out of the mud in there, because by the time me and the dog get in through 3 or 4 times a night, I gave up. And what I've done, I don't know whether you can see it, but the surface of all of this is like all the really fine silt shiny stuff has come to the surface. And so this is what I was driving on last night, or yesterday afternoon as I came in before I got stuck. And it's not deep, but the wheels were slipping and turning on that, and then as soon as I got to the embankment there, a slight uphill just wouldn't let me. So what I've done, I've scraped off all the surface, scraped off all the slick, taken away the shine, so that I think the shine would have been reflecting, there we go, maybe that, reflecting the sun's rays and stopping it from drying out. So I'm hoping I'll be able to just reverse back, or that trailer wheel probably could do with a bit of dig out, reverse back there, and then I've scraped off the surface here, and I'm going to leave it all day to dry. And once I get up to the top here, I'll be able to follow the crest, and if it's dry enough, I can just cut across there back to the track which I came in on, and which is stirred up and dried out more, or I can carry on the crest until I cut across to the track a bit further back. Anyway, that's the plan for the day. Maybe a couple more swims, read a book, and try to expunge from my mind the thought it may be a bit hard to get out than I hope it's going to be. So there's good news, and the dog doesn't even realise it, do you, dog? We had a visit from a pastoralist who was checking out if he could get through exactly where I'd try to get through. And he said, I saw this car. I thought, I better come and see you. I said, thank very much. But this is where I was. And that's where I had last night's camp. And you can see how I was coming along quite merrily. Very just breaking the surface. But then when I hit the hill here, it slipped me sideways. And down I went, and several efforts to get out. I ended up, as you can see, digging behind the tyres right down to the tyre level. All 4 tyres, and I didn't need the red things in the end, just reversed back there. It's still as slippery as shit. You tread on the shiny stuff and your foot just goes sideways. Took me 2 efforts to get up here, but I've already sussed out which way I can get out from here. So I've set up camp again. I was reading a book when the guy arrived. Actually, I was reviewing the video. And the more good news is that although the drone tried to drown itself by hitting a bush, I got it out straight away within 30 seconds to a minute, blew it all out, dried it all off. And the video at least was saved, so I've uploaded that to the computer so I can edit that later. And I'm going to have a swim now and maybe try to fly the drone again later. I thought I was taking a picture, but it looks like I'm taking a video. Wonderful stretch of water here.
Burning the candle at both ends. It's different when you're old. Once upon a time it meant doing what I was not told. Now it means for the last week or few, going to bed too late and up too early too. But burning the candle at both ends is different when you're old. Once upon a time it meant doing what I was not told. I used to snow ski all day, 10 days in a row. New Zealand was my hunting ground, that's where I like to go. But burning the candle at both ends is different and then gone out on the same night and drank a little bit. The next day my sons called me, "Hey dad, let's get together." That's a call that I will not miss with my sons in any weather. And so too with my grandson, these days are just so precious. I burn the candle at each end, with bedtime I am reckless. And so to end the time of candle at both ends, I sleep in a strange bed last night, my body to made the neck. But I get home to my dog today and take him for a walk. I even pick a few wildflowers, cut each one at the stalk. Am 35 no more, each end of candle burns more sore. My own home bed calls me tonight until I go on cold. Burning the candle at both ends is different when you're old. Once upon a time it meant doing what I was not told. At 7, one candle at both ends means last as long as you can. And then I just drink too much, bedtime real early enough to begin again.
I've got 24 years to go. I've started counting down what's left to show. Me all the best ways to fill in that time. Think for myself instead of towing the line. As kids we learn to count our years upward, adding one on one as each of them goes by, hoping every year that we'll look older. No thought that we can decide not to die. Stumbling on until boy at 21, and always having my fair share of fun. Is it beer and skits until 92? I don't think that's very likely, do you? I don't think that I'll still be surfing or be skating. I think the Grim Reaper is already in waiting to inevitably scythe me down to size. And that's the thought that helps make me realize no one can decide not to die. And I don't think I really wanna try. I'm okay with what I have left, and I can decide to give it all my best. No one can decide not to die, and I don't really think I wanna try. I'm okay with what I have left, and I can decide to give it all my best.